Okay, everybody, let's talk about 1099. So at the end of the year, you're responsible for sending out 1099s to any vendor who is not a corporation that you paid more than $600 to in that fiscal year. So again, you don't have to do this for the Home Depots or Lowe's of the worlds, but it's going to be more like your cleaning person or perhaps carpet cleaner, folks along those lines. And again, when we set up our vendors, down here is where we're going to track that. So you would enter their tax ID number, and you would track payments for 1099. You would get the appropriate documents from them as well. And then at the end of the year, you are responsible for sending these forms out to the vendors. And then you're also responsible for reporting to the IRS, anyone that does qualify for the 1099s, because they want to make sure to cross-reference those, your records with what they receive from that vendor. So we're going to do this in the expense section. And this particular shell company has never gone through the 1099 process, so we're going to see it probably from start to beginning here. To get started here, we're going to prepare our 1099s. And it's going to give you some just quick information about the 1099 process. If you have any questions, some frequently asked questions down here. And then you're going to continue to your 1099s. And this takes you through a wizard here. So you are going to verify that your company information is right. You're going to make sure your tax ID number is correct, and you'll save it. And then you're going to go to next. And then from here, you're going to categorize the payments to your contractors. So what's interesting is if you are managing property for somebody else, you'll need to send 1099s out for rents and stuff along those lines as well. But let's see here. Marketing, maybe contracted services. That should cover the gamut of everything. Then we'll hit next. And then we're going to review your contractor's information. So we need to make sure that the vendor information is correct. Now, we haven't entered any vendors here, or there would be a list of vendors. Let's see if we can do this manually. Yeah, let's do Drain King. Let's just use Drain King. And it's going to list all the vendors that you say need to have 1099 sent to them. And it's going to flag any errors. So here we're missing a tax ID. See if we can continue on without that. You would have to go back. It's not letting me edit, but let's move forward here and then check the payments to add up. Okay, so we haven't made any payments above $600, or again, that contractor Drain King would be listed here. It would have the payments that were sent out, the total of the payments, anything that was excluded, and then a combination of the total and the excluded under all. And then we would move on to finish preparing 1099s. And then here it's going to offer you a few options of what you want to do next. Now, if you have the forms, you can print these off and send them off yourself. But it looks like, let's look at these options here. Automated e-file and delivery. They're going to file your 1099s with the IRS on your behalf, and then they're going to deliver the 1099s to your contractors. And then they're going to print and mail copies to your contractors. Okay, and that's it. And this other one, if you print and mail, it's going to start at $58.99. You're going to receive a 1099 kit in the mail. You're going to print your 1099 information on the forms that are in the kit. And then you are going to mail the 1099s to the IRS and copy of each one. So you can either select this option, and I would imagine it's going to be $12.99 per vendor is my guess, or you can get a kit, which basically includes all the forms and everything, and do it yourself. So let's try the do it yourself. Now, you can order your 1099s and your 1096s from somewhere else, probably a little cheaper, and then you are going to select the form. One's going to be for the vendors, one's going to be for the IRS, and you would get those lined up. Yes, looks good. Select a form type. Next. Great, you're done printing your form, so this must send it to the printer. Okay, and that's it on your 1099. So, the deadlines are here, are listed out. So make your choice and move on from there. It's a nice and convenient way to get these done and sent out, and make sure you stay in compliance.